I say a pleasant good evening to everyone and all. One more time, a pleasant good evening to one and all. Hey, I see all they forgot all their manners. All they could have come up front and sit down, and they had to go all the way in the back. Yes. So I had to go and get my pedicure, manicure, and everything done before I get here. I have to groom because you see, camera is going to be here. You got to look proper. You know the thing's set. You know what I'm saying? So you ready? Yeah, that's what we talking about. We walking, no worry. Easy, easy. B79. B79. All you ready? Who marking the board? Will we have a board? All right, ladies and gentlemen. They say we ain't do nothing yet. We have the prayers coming up. Then, could everybody stand for the national anthem? No, sit down. Yeah, so we have the prayers. We're doing this thing in a nice way. You know what I mean? A very organized and nice way. The bingo is nice. You know? I love to do bingo because we have people that does bingo that don't go nowhere else. They don't go to a party, they don't go to no bus ride, they don't know, you know what I'm saying? All they do is bingo. Last week I was in Grenada and it was a nice experience. As a matter of fact, I had to intervene because we had two young kids like this. Very interesting. They arguing if that is the moon or the sun. That the moon or that the sun? One saying that the moon, one saying that the sun. A big man passing. They say, let me call the big man and ask him. They say, mister, you is a big man. That the moon or the sun? The big man say, I'm not from around here, you know. We ready? When all you ready, it's up to all you know. I know you come in and do your thing.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. As you know, we start everything with the invocation of the Holy Spirit. So I just want to ask you to bow your heads wherever you are seated. And as you bow your heads, think of the privilege that we all have to be in this country, to be here, the privilege of being alive, the privilege of freedom, the privilege of justice and equality that we experience, but many of our family and relatives and friends do not do that in our homeland of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Let's think of the task that is ahead of us and the difference that we can make and must make to ensure that all the people of the tri-island state live comfortably and could be able to do their God-given talent and live out their will. So join with me as I say this prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening. Lord, we thank you for waking us up. We thank you for bestowing your Holy Spirit upon us that we in our right minds. Lord, for everything that we have accomplished, oh God, we did not do it on our own, but with you at the head of everything. Our success, our joys, our children, our family, and everything that you have given unto us. And this evening, oh God, we call upon you, Lord God, as we get ready to do this fundraiser this bingo, Lord, to raise funds for the political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Dickon Mitchell. Lord, we're not going to do it just because we need the fund, but we're doing it in the spirit, Lord, that we will claim victory, Lord, because we need a difference. Lord, we ask you to anoint this leader, anoint this young man, consecrate him, oh God, sanctify him, Lord, for the task that is ahead of him, Lord, to restore unity and dignity in our beloved Tri-Island state. Lord God, your spirit says yes, and whatever you say, man cannot say no. So we believe in you, Lord, and tonight we ask you, Lord God, that as we go forward, Lord, we'll be going forward in victory, not with any negativity, not with anything that will make others feel belittled or small, but we're going to speak in justice and we're going to speak truth. So, Lord, bless the organization, the North America Support Group of Dickon Mitchell. Bless the NDC chapter of New York. Bless every supportive chapter and group that there is to help the NDC to form the next government. Lord, let us do our part, and together, Lord, we'll be able to claim victory. Bless all our families back home, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit-Matic, wherever they are, even here in this country, the diaspora, and wherever they may roam, Lord God. Continue to shine your light and let us be able to make a difference. And Lord, although we might not all be winners tonight, some will be winners. So we pray for luck. This I pray in your name. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand and join me in singing the national anthems of the United States, followed by the anthems of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And now the anthem of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. Hail, Grenada, land of ours, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny. Ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage, merry with faith and courage, aspire, build, advance, as one people, one family. God bless our nation. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.
So if they want to recall,
do you know the 10 commandments of election? Yes, we do. There are certain things a voter must never, ever, ever do. So true. Don't vote no thief, don't vote no lie, don't vote no bribe and no mama guy. And if they ever give you anything for your house, just take it all, but still vote them out. Vote them out, vote them out, vote them out. So give them another wrongs. Vote them out, vote them out, vote them out. We don't take in bribe is wrongs. So long the NNP they in office, only more wet they making. Big, big promise about shrimp farm and oil and Grenadians, they still waiting. Don't vote no thief, don't vote no lie, don't vote no bribe and no mama guy. And if they ever give you anything for your house, just take it all, but still vote them out. Vote them out, vote them out, vote them out. So give them another wrongs. Vote them out, vote them out.
oh, die them day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a virtual aspect of this bingo going on to the people who is in Grenada. Virtual aspect. So if you win, you have to be muted until. Oh, you say it again? Say it to them. Say it to them.
Good night, everyone. Welcome to our virtual players. Please stay muted so we can have some order on the live. And if you win, please call out bingo as loud as you can. We'll hear you, right, Junior? We'll hear them, right? Good. And they could also type it here, but that might be a little slow for some people. But you could also type. Once you call bingo, we'll need your card number. So if you look at your virtual card, that's only for the virtual players. There's a number there. We're going to ask for it, and then I'll be able to access your card, and we'll check it just like we usually do for a live bingo. All right? So have fun, everyone. Good luck, and let's get the show on the road.
I ain't get the first game yet. What is the first game we playing? I need the games. Yeah. I should sing. I should sing first. Good morning. Peter from Lodge.
For all these blessings, we have to say thanks to the Almighty, man.
Giving thanks. Are you ready now? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first game we're going to play is a large picture frame. All right? All you have that? Yeah, right around B, go up on B, go around, come down. And let me take out these new glasses I get. They just sent this for me from Chicago. So let me take it. I didn't realize so much people here. So we're playing a large picture frame, and we are playing for 200 smackaroos. And also, this game is sponsored by Solia's Caribbean Buffet, 1439 St. John's Place of Utica Avenue. Solia's, you know that Jamaican restaurant, right? That's a Jamaican place? solely a song like Jamaican, you know. Anyhow, whoever it is that sponsor the game right now. So, are you ready? I don't hear you know. Are you ready? Right now we sound like we're ready. Junior, are you ready? Large picture frame, we're going. The first number up is I-18. I-1-8. G-49. G-4-9. Before I move on to the next number, I would like to tell people to listen. When we play in bingo, listen very attentively and also pay attention. Because sometimes people come to bingo and they're not paying attention and they win. After you give out the prize, they come and say they win. The prize already gone. So pay attention. Last week I was in a bingo, I win $200. I bought a house and make a down payment on a house. So it's good. But we good. So the first number, as I said, was I-18. And the second number was G-49. And we are playing a large picture frame. Shake up the bowlie. G-59. G-59. O-65. O-65. B-1. B-1. I-17. I-1-7. O-75. O-7-5. I-19. I-1-9. N-35. N-3-5. B-8. B-8. Another N-43. N-4-3. O-61. O-6-1. G-47. G-4-7. I-16. I-1-7. I mean, sorry, 1-6. I said distraction. 1-6, sorry. I was thinking about my age there. Another I, 22. I, 2. G, 57. G, 5-7. N, 31. N-3-1. O-68. O-6-8. Another 062. 062. Large picture frame, ladies and gentlemen. Another 064. 064. N40. N40. Another N39. N39. Oh, 63. Oh, 63. You want that recall? What should say? Repeat? I heard somebody say something. Or let's talk loud before. Repeat? All right. Recall. Although we call only 20 numbers. All right. B1. B8. I16. I17. I18. I19. I22. N31. N35. N39. N40. N43. G47. G49. G57. G59. O61. O62. O63. O64. O65. O68. And O75. The next number up is N45. N45. I30. I30. N36. N36. B11. B11. I25. I25. G46. G46. B5. B5. Don't be lucky and call, ladies and gentlemen. You bingo? So come up. Yeah. All right. Once again, we're making a large picture frame. That means if you ever take out a picture in your life, the picture will be in the screen. Let me move on. 9. B, 9. G, 50. G, 5, 0. I, 21. I, 2, 1. They play bingo, you have to pray, you know. If you don't pray, you can't win nothing, you know. Another I, 26. I, 2, 6. O, 69. O, 6, 9. G, 55. G, 5, 5. Another G, 53. G, 5, 3. B, 15. B, 1, 5. Somebody getting close. I, 20. I, 2, 0. Another I, 23. I, 2, 3. G, 60. G, 6, 0. I hear some little grumbling. That means somebody getting close. Shake up the bully. Shake it up. Shake it up. Yeah. G, 54. G, 5, 4. I, 24. I, 2, 4. Think getting close. Somebody say bingo. Yeah, that ain't not a problem. Listen, each one teach one. If you buy somebody that doesn't know the picture frame, just show them now. That's all. Yeah. It's wrong and wrong and wrong. You go up on B, you go across B-I-N-G-O, you come down on O, and you go right across in the bottom, same thing. All the corners have to be square. All right? Could we proceed on? All right, that's what I'm talking about. The next number up is B, 13. B, 1, 3. N, 38. N, 3, 8. I, 27. I, 2, 7. N, 44. N, 4, 4. Somebody got to be close. O, 74. Oh, 7, 4. If you want 72, you have to pray for that 72, yes? G, 51. G, 5, 1, Aye. I say aye, oh. I say aye, aye, aye. 29. Aye. 2, 9. Somebody getting close.
Bingo.
Another aye. I say aye, oh. I say aye, aye, aye.
Bingo.
28. Someone in the Zoom bingo.
Bingo. Yeah, bingo.
The number of the card. You said. Yeah, what's the number of your card, please? Every card has a number. What's your number of your card?
020. Yeah.
Yeah, we are checking.
020.
We are checking the card to make sure.
Okay.
Zero 20. That's the card? No.
No, bingo. The person didn't win.
The person you did not win. 10 B10 in call.
False alarm.
False alarm. False alarm. Be ready again. Shaking it up. B. I say B-O. 6. B6. Somebody getting close. Somebody go win right about now. Another B. B. 2. You bingo? You bingo? Huh? All right, so let's see what happens.
I call bingo.
B1.
You call it
All right.
I'll check it. B1 is
Hold on.
You call B2. Bingo.
B14 ain't call. B14 ain't call. No. False alarm. B14 ain't call. Now we didn't call that. Yeah. You don't have to get money to pay attention. Yeah. Online, on the virtual, what's your card ID, please?
020.
020. B10 didn't call. Tell them B10. B10 did not call. B10 didn't call.
But you call B2.
Yeah, he
You
didn't
call
call
B2,
tonight.
right?
Not yet. B2 call, but B10 didn't call. B10 did not call. You ready? Yeah. Oh, 67. Oh, 67. Oh, 70. Oh, 70. The next number up, ladies and gentlemen, is B. B. I can't hear you. I say B. 12. B. 1, 2. You want to shake up the bowling now? The next number up is O. O. 73. O. 73. B. 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 10. B. 1, 0. B10 just score.
Bingo again.
B2. No, B4 and call. Nah, they ain't win. B4 and call. Before they
Bingo.
not call. Not before me call. Nah, he didn't call. We check it there, he didn't call.
You just called B10.
We ready again. Number the card? You have to give us your card ID number. It's on the card.
020.
Zero two seven. No bingo. No. They didn't bingo. Nah, no bingo.
The card is 020.
And we shake it up again. We shaking it up. Which B10? What's the ID number again?
020.
020. No. You didn't bingo. Where that person playing in Grenada, they playing? B3 and call. B3 and call. B3 and call. B4 and call. The next number up.
B7.
The next number up, ladies and gentlemen, is O.
B7.
I say O. 72. Another O. 66. O. 66. Nobody ain't bingo yet. Let me shake it up. Let me shake up the rampoon. B. 4. B4 just call.
Bingo.
You have a bingo here too? We had to check it.
Bingo.
N37 ain't call. Nah, N37 ain't call. Tell them they don't have a bingo. Virtually.
Bingo. Bingo,
What's
number
your
38.
ID on your card number?
Bingo.
What's your ID number on your card?
038.
038. All right, we go check this one meantime. B4, B8, B2, B11, B12, I17, I21, N36, 36, N45, G53, G59. Yeah, right here. 066 is right there. 075, 073, 062 is right there. 070. Yeah, we have one. That's the first bingo. That's online. B15, B9, B4. Yeah. B1, B11, I27, I27, I16, N38, and N35, G55, and G46, O69, O63, 075, 070, and 073. Right here. You ever bingo on this one? The next card is B6. Right there, B6, B15, B4, B11, B13, I17, I18, N31, N39, G51, 51, G49, O70, O75, O61, 61, O65, O73. So we have another bingo, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for all the winners. That's it. Yeah. So, yeah. That's the bank. That's the bank right here. That's Chase or Capital 2.
B7. But then too much people that win.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Since I'm a little boy, music was the only thing could have made me satisfied.
I'm a music man.
I know how to play, I know to the beat, I know how to make a guitar song sweet, sweet. I'm a music man. I don't know how to hate nobody, don't know about science and technology, but music is me.
I'm a music man.
Music in me pants, music in me shirt, music in me socks, music in me shoe. Lord, I'm a music man. My brother, my sister is music. All my little children is music too. Lord, oh, it's love music. All my day.
let me remind you guys, we got drinks in the back, we got food in the back as well. You need to get yourself refreshed. Check out the back, right?
Go God with me. I tell them we say we on woman, chipping down the road with me. Are they going for carnival? Are they going down the road? Yeah? In St. David's.
And she always will be right there.
All the light things.
I know all you men are watching. I know you lost it.
All right.
It's calling for this girl of mine. I know you're watching. But that cannot.
The next game we're going to play, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the online people, we had 3 winners. We had 1 online and 2 inside the bingo hall. The next game we're going to play is capital L. L all the way down on B and all the way in the bottom. Yes, L. All right, and this game has been sponsored by Stella's Restaurant, 559 5th Avenue. All right, in Park Slope. Stella's Restaurant. And we're going to play in this game for big money this time. Big money. Yeah, we're playing for big money. All I want to know is the big money. Huh? I ain't hear all they saying nothing. But this one, we're playing for big money. When you win that money here, you could buy a brand new car in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing. Put your hands together. We are playing for $200. For the people online, we are playing for $200 and we are making a capital L. Again, as we always say in the bingo hall, please pay attention. Don't let any distractions or the people around you, because sometimes you go to a bingo and there is somebody by you that's just constantly talking. Right, so tell them, all right, so we're making an L. And sometimes you cannot blame people, because sometimes people come to bingo, that's their first time. So we're making an L, ladies and gentlemen, down on the B and straight at the bottom. That's an L. From since primary school to now, it didn't change. That's why when your grandmother says stay in school, you only saying grandma only talking. Same thing come back to haunt you. Maths and English. So we are ready for the second game. We are playing a capital L. And here we go. The first number up is 073. 073.
The second thing I get the first number. The first one I get the 18.
G 49. G 49. I 25. I 25. For the people who just walking in, we have seats in the front. We have a lot of seats in the front. You're well dressed. You know, you have all the nice perfume on, all the nice handbag and everything, nice makeup. And these seats on them in the front is for us. Nobody ain't getting left these days. Everything now is for everybody. And life changer. The next number up is I-23. I-2-3.
Sorry, cannot you set my card?
N-33. In Caribbean languages, N-3-3. Oh, 63. Oh, 6-3. N.
Hey, I cannot get
39.
my card to reset.
N-3-9. The next number up is N-36. N-3-6. Oh, 61.
Guys, I cannot get my card to reset.
Oh, 6-1. Another I, 18. I-1-8. We are making a capital L. G-60. G-6-0. B-3. B-3. O, 75. O, 7-5. Don't be lucky and coward, ladies and gentlemen. Another O, 70. O, 7-0. I, 17. I-1-7. O, 72. O, 7-2. Jesus. Jesus. B-11. B-1-1. All you have to say is one lick of Haile Mary, you know, Haile Mary full of it. And you go see your number come. I-30. I-3-0. Shake it up, shake it up. N-44. N-4-4. O, 62. O, 6-2. G, 59. G, 5-9. G, 54. G, 5-4. We're making an L. B, 2. B, G57. G57. N34. N34. The next number is G46. G46. We have a lot of seats in front, ladies and gentlemen. All the people standing in the back, we have seats in front. G46. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. Aye. Before I leave home, I did that before I leave home. Aye. 22. Aye. 2. N. That was my age one time. N31. N31. I21. I21. Don't be lucky on call, ladies and gentlemen. Put your money where your mouth is. Another I29. I29. N45. N45. N42. N42. The next number, ladies and gentlemen, is B10. B10. We're playing for 200 big ones. When you get that money, you don't know what to do with it. G51. G51. The next number is N37. N37. For people who have a little eye problem, I have a very clear glasses over here, if you want to use it. You shouldn't bright in the night. The next number is N32. N32. Oh, 69. Oh, 69. B6. B6. Shake it up. Shake it up. Got to mix it up. G50. G50. The next number up is N38. N38. I20. I20. Listen, let me explain something to all you. The number all you're waiting for is in here, you know. All the number they had of here, it's inside. I'm calling it now. Don't feel all the numbers there. All the numbers inside there. Let me shake up the bowlie one more time. You number there? I seen your number. G 58. G 58. Another G 55. G 55. You want a recall? All right, somebody call for a recall. So I'll listen very carefully and clearly as we start the recall. Under what school you went to, boy? Under B, B2, B3, B6, B10, B11. Under I, I17, I18, I20, I21, I22, I23, I25, I29, I30. On the N, N31, N32, N33, N34, N36, N37, N38, N39, N42, N44, N45, N45. Under G, G46, G49, G50, G51, G54, G55, G57, G58, G59, G60. Under O, O61, O62, O63, O69, O70, O72, O73, and O79. 75, sorry. 75. If you want another recall, you got to use your iPhone. O75. And let me go now. We're shaking it again. Are you ready? Okay, so let me go. Let me go. Once all you ready, we going. That's what I want to hear. The next number up is B1. B1. N40. N40. O71. O71. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. 27. I 27. B. I say B. 12. B. 1, 2. I 26. I 2, 6. Another I. 28. I. 2. 8. Oh. I say, oh. 68. Let me shake it up. Let me shake up the bowling boy. Shake it up. Shake it up. G 56. G 5 6. Another O. Oh Lord have mercy. O 67. Oh, 6 7. Let me shake it up. Shake it up. G 47. G 4 7. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. 24. I. 2. 4. N. N. 43. N. Somebody getting closer. I hear the groaning already. You could know when somebody getting close, you hear everybody bickering. You could hear the groan and moan. B 15. B 1 5. Say we have a bingo. I tell you, your number was inside there. You don't listen in. B1, B15, B12, B3, B6, I17, N45, G60, O61. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bingo. For the people virtually, we have a bingo in the hall. For the people it's virtual, we have a bingo in the hall.
Oh Lord, people tired. We want a change, we tired. Oh, I said we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. We tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it.
We go there.
So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward.
You have to take a little shake up, you know.
Forward.
While you sit down, take a small wine. Fapti, fapti, hey, you can't just dead just so.
Slice and mama guys, too long. Empty promises in my eyes, too long.
Hurry up, it's you we waiting for, you know.
Too long.
Here We're waiting for you. Go ahead.
All your days since 1995 and you don't do nothing. Only when election time coming, that's when people get something from all that bitch and passport. Them actions they telling. All you feel that grenade and speaking. It's time to call off the winning. We don't meet that this time, it ain't working.
We see Quick inside. We see Quick USA inside. We have to announce them. Oh, Lord, oh, mama. Bamna, baby, lamna, don't go to. You have to take a little shake sometime, you know. Yeah, some people dead and do nothing.
So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward. Forward, forward. Time for all you to rest. We want a team that is young and fresh. We want to bring out the best. So it's time for all you to press. Pension have to restore. Public sovereignty prominent. Agriculture go grow. Kareku go get government.
And if you hear them, according to my grandmother, I know what they're saying, you know, but I know the rhythm. I go shake myself. A pleasant good night, Gemma. Mr. Chalo, where Chalo?
Forward, Tevin Andrews will move us forward.
Forward,
forward, Dickon Mitchell.
We're getting ready to start in a minute. The next game.
Like humble amor. Oh no no no. Can't call Grenada home. Can't call Grenada home.
Well, they come back fast because after this game we're taking a break. So keep on the outside.
Can't call Grenada home. I can't call Grenada home. This place sweet like honey. I call it honey. Can't call Grenada home. It's a whole heap of vibes on the
Mr. Dickon Mitchell will be coming on at 9 o'clock. You know, so we have some entertainment coming.
Hello,
so we can. Hello, Mr. Whistler in the house. Californian from Munich in St. Andrews.
The bees on the trees and the leaves when they spread pollination. We survive inflation.
But ding ding.
And Hurricane Ivan.
For
self-preservation. Yet still we proud of what we got. No pride and we full of plenty love. Give praise to the Father up above. If you want to feel safe, brother man, this is the place. Home with the rhythm and waist. Smile on we face, greet with a warm embrace. This place amazing. And for the girl them, for the girl them, for me and girl and them. Girl, you me down there. Me fall in love with the thing down there. You grip me with the tightest thing down there. What a rubber when me reach down there. Me fall in love. So girl, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor. Wine, wine, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor. Wine, girl, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor, give me liquor. Wine, wine,
give me liquor. Say we must call Grenada home. Daddy go, dig it. Hey, mama.
You know what you do when you do what you do. But please don't stop. Cause you know me like it like that. Don't they? I fall in love with the thing, don't they? I go bring my friends and you bring your friends and we friends will all line together. Just decide who
One second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have an intermission now because Dickon Mitchell is coming on at 9 o'clock. And it's almost 9 o'clock now, and after 9 o'clock, we will go back. After he finished, then we will go back to the games. So I was instructed that you, fellow people, bingo players, you could go have a drink, you could go to the bathroom before we start. All right? We got food, we got drinks, we got everything in the back there. We got cake, saltfish and bread. We have cake straight from Grenada. We have sauce and saltfish fly straight from Grenada to here. We had cheese straw. When last we eat a cheese straw, boy? In Grenada, you used to just eat cheese straw and bread just so, you know. When you go down by them tuck shop, you know, you just go. That thing was nice. Break time, oh good. That was the thing. So all you straighten out all yourself, all you use the bathroom, get some refreshments, and then right after the boss, right after the boss finished speaking, the boss, you know, the boss for the NDC, Dickon Mitchell. Yeah, that's the big man. Right after that, we'll come back and do a thing and enjoy yourself again.
So guys, all right, here's the MC. He back. I was gonna say something, but he back.
We're asking if everybody to come back inside because we have the political leader of the NDC is coming to speak. So we're asking everybody, please try to get back inside so you can hear the message and of the future for the NDC chapter. All right, so all you come. I'll never hearing me outside. Brother Dickon is a very instrumental and he have a lot of accolades behind him. He's very fluent. You know, he's very, very fluent as a speaker and as a leader for the NDC. So sometimes you need to listen And he's one of the young guys, the young upcoming, you know, political guys from Grenada, Carrico, and P.T. Matnick, and he songs very well. He sounds good. So we have to listen what you have to say, his messages. I've been listening for a while. And the man have a lot of stuff. He's heavy. He's heavy. So we're asking most of the people outside, please get your stuff very quickly and come back before the leader of the party starts speaking. You don't want to miss. You ready? He's ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, the leader of the NDC, the political leader. Yes, we are trying, but I can't, somebody. Yes, get the people outside inside. These big people and them, it ain't easy to raise them and bring them inside. They're heavy. You can't leave these people and them. While they come inside, come inside. Yeah, they come in inside, they come in. Everybody outside, please, quickly come inside to hear the speech from the leader of the NDC chapter speak. It's very instrumental, as I said. The man knows his business. While they come in fast, come in. We have enough time to go back outside and get a lot of stuff. We have enough time. We have a lot of money inside there to play for. You know? Yeah, look, come in fast. Come. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the leader of the NDC. Put your hands together. That's what we're talking about. Make some noise. Woo! Welcome.
Thank you very much, and a pleasant good night to all of you. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for organizing the event. Thank you for your support for Grenada, and your support for the National Democratic Congress. And I really look forward to having a brief chat with you tonight. As you know, I'm due to travel to New York. I'll be there from the 19th to the 22nd of May. So I look forward to seeing many of you in person, to meeting, to greeting, to chatting, and to coming up with common solutions to the challenges that we face in Grenada. So it's an absolute pleasure to be on. Let me say, I didn't prepare much of a speech because I think given that I am coming up, you'd probably want to see me in person when I'm speaking a lot more. But I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. It's unlikely that 6 months ago I would have been addressing you, or for that matter, any audience about politics in Grenada. And I think that feat, in and of itself, 6 months later, is testimony to the fact that I'm merely representative of a greater movement that is taking place in Grenada and that we hope can spread throughout the Caribbean, which is as our respective islands start approaching their 50th year of independence from former British rule, that those of us who have grown up in a largely independent island can take on the challenge of helping to grow and develop our people and to continue the process that was started many years ago by our forefathers, like Sir Matthew Gary, like the period during the PRG, and those who served after the PRG government collapsed. So that really is the vein in which I see my involvement in public life. That is about public service to serve our people and to help develop our country. We have to move back from just worrying about whether we are personally successful from a business or professional point of view to recognizing that it's more gratifying to be part of a successful country than to be in a country where a few of us might be successful and the vast majority still struggle for access to basic things like a full education or lack of university education or lack of opportunity. And so I think the collective responsibility is for all of us in whatever way we can participate, whether it's at a political level or social level, or whether it's just through mentoring or through some material assistance or ideas, to be part of a collective movement that could help move Grenada in the next 15, 20 years to a place where we are all genuinely proud of or partaking in the society. So that is really what we are trying to do. From a political perspective, the decision to join and become part of the National Democratic Congress was a decision made after deep reflection. And we truly did so because we felt part of transforming our nation requires the transformation of our institutions. And that starts with our political institutions. The National Democratic Congress, as you know, would have suffered badly by losing the last 2 elections and not having won a single seat in Parliament. Those of us who've joined it, if we were just interested in an easy ride, would probably have considered the other main political party. But we were not interested in just an easy ride. We were interested in doing the right thing. We were interested in bringing about meaningful change. And as I said, that starts with our institutions and our political institutions, importantly. And so for us, the transformation of the National Democratic Congress is still ongoing. Your presence, your commitment, your participation in that process is crucial because we want our political parties to be truly reflective of our societies, not just to be controlled by a handful of a few persons, but we really do want it to be a grassroots institution, a grassroots movement, so that we can truly influence the policies when you form the government that are reflective of improving the lives of our citizens. So that process is ongoing. As you're aware, we've announced all 15 of our candidates for the upcoming elections whenever they are held. And that was an important achievement, which we've managed to do in, I would say, remarkable time, given my leadership of the party only commenced on the 31st of October last year. So the next step for us is truly to ensure that we are prepared and ready for the upcoming election. And so it is not just about campaigning, but it's also about fine-tuning our policies and communicating the programs and the programmatic platforms that we intend to run on as a political party. And that platform would emphasize Grenada first. We are going to walk away from the tribalism that I think is not conducive for the growth of our society. So all our two main political parties, their colors are yellow and green, and as you know, the NDC is yellow. When we look at our national flag, I think you see it's red, yellow, and green, and it therefore involves all Grenadians collectively. So we are going to openly embrace all Grenadians who wish to put Grenada forward, regardless of the fact that I'm leading the National Democratic Congress. So that's going to be one of the main things that we intend to campaign on: Grenada for Grenadians first, at home and abroad. Some of the other major issues which we intend to tackle are obviously healthcare. It's a major issue throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, and after 48 years of independence, we truly deserve better healthcare, and in many respects we regressed considerably when it comes to the health services and the standard of healthcare that our people receive. Education is going to be a major platform because the single greatest resource Grenada has is its people. And as many of you in the diaspora will attest to, Grenadians are brilliant. But if we don't invest in Grenadians and if we don't give them the opportunity to become brilliant, then we will not be able to eradicate the poverty that many Grenadians still face and that next generation of Grenadians will continue to face. So education, not just in an academic sense, but political education, civic education, vocational education, and critically, computer and digital education, not just amongst our youth, but I think amongst the adult population of Grenada is really going to be critical to move Grenada into the 21st century properly. So that is going to be a key fact. And last but certainly not least, agriculture and fishing and our food security and sustainability is also going to be a major issue that we have to tackle as a nation. We are regrettably, we've regressed when it comes to agricultural production since Hurricane Ivan in 2004, and we're still not at the levels that we were in prior to that. So healthcare and fishing, and not just in a primary, agriculture and fishing, and not just fishing in a primary sense of catching the fish and exporting it, but fish processing, fish preservation is going to be absolutely key to that process. In fact, when I come off this call, I have another call with 2 Grenadians in the diaspora to address the issue of how we improve our fishing industry going forward. So those are just some of the key areas that we intend to run our election campaign on. And we intend to not just put forward ideas, but critically to listen to the population as to their views, as to some of the things that we need to speak about and their solutions to the challenges that we face in Grenada. So I want to thank the support group for putting on this event, because as you would appreciate, certainly in Grenada, political parties run purely on donations. There is no government or state revenue that is given to political parties, and in particular, a party like ours, which has not been in parliament for the last 9 years, there's no state funding at all. So our ability to meet our commitments, our ability to run an election campaign is completely dependent on the support of all of you, both within and outside of Grenada. And so I will certainly use the opportunity to encourage you to pledge your donations and your contributions, and to thank those of you who've been doing so, and ask you to continue doing so, because obviously if we want to bring the change that I think Grenada so desperately needs and deserves, we do need the resources to allow us to do so. So I want to probably stop here. I'm not sure if there's perhaps a 10 or 15 minute opportunity where I can field questions or comments from you.
One more time, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the leader of the NDC party, Mr. Dickon Mitchell. Anybody have any questions? Oh, look at ask them now, don't wait until we leave. Make sure you ask the right question.
My question is for our next Prime Minister. Okay, my question is, a lot of the Caribbean islands and some Latin American islands are leaving the British Commonwealth. Well, why is Grenada still in the Commonwealth, and do you still think in this day and age we need a monarch to be above us? We are an independent state. We are progressive people. And why do we still need a white check mark on the blackboard?
Right. Well, my response to that is that we don't. And the reality is, as well, the system of government that we've inherited from the British to some extent is very expensive and cumbersome, and not always nimble or flexible enough to actually be responsive to the needs of our people. And I'll give a good example. I mean, we have the Office of the Governor General, and to a large extent it's ceremonial, but it's a very expensive office. And the question we have to ask is, does it really add to the efficiency of our governance, or does it help deliver better governance on behalf of our people? It's a discussion that we have to engage in. In many instances of Caribbean islands like Dominica and Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago have replaced the Governor General with the President. But again, that President is largely ceremonial, and to a large extent still performs the same functions that a Governor General would have performed. So I would ask a more profound and fundamental question, which is, do we actually need to have two heads of state, an elected one and a ceremonial one? And in small islands where resources are limited, in my mind, the resources should be dedicated to the people and not the government. And so having both an elected head of state and a ceremonial head of state, in my mind, doesn't make sense. If you go to larger countries, the one you're in now, you only have one head of state. The head of state is the president, and the president gets his power from the people, and the people elect him. So, and this is my personal opinion, but I think, islands like Grenada need to ask itself, and as a citizen, and as we think about developing our own civilization and our own political governance structure that best suits our need, do we actually need an elected prime minister, and then on top of that, a ceremonial head of state that effectively the prime minister again picks, at tremendous cost to the population? It costs a couple $1 million to keep the Office of the Governor General running. That money, in my mind, is better placed in funding a school and funding education for our citizens. So I think by my answer, you can tell that I am supportive of reform. I'm perhaps going further than most leaders in the Caribbean have gone. I don't believe in tokenism. And to me, replacing a Governor General with a president is just simply name change. And isn't really, in my view, advancing fundamentally improvement in our governance or improvement in our political structure. So I don't think we can afford both the office of the Prime Minister and the office of the Governor General or / President if it's not really adding to our democracy or adding to the services that the government delivers on behalf of our people. Thank you.
Yeah? You want to say something else now?
Good evening to you. We want to know what plans you have for agriculture if you should be the next prime minister, and agro-industry on a whole in agriculture. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well, there are a couple of things that we need to address to really get agriculture to where we need it to be, and it means we have to actually invest significantly in agriculture. But I will start with some simple solutions. We have not replanted our spices, and we were known as the Isle of Spice since, and I say replanted in a systematic and on a national level, since Hurricane Ivan. And so when it comes to nutmegs, for example, our production since 2004 has not come back to where it was before the hurricane, and that's 18 years after the hurricane passed over Grenada. And so I've advocated for the systematic replanting of all our spices, or nutmegs, or cloves, etc. To do this will require a national effort, and a national effort particularly involving, I would say, from our school children come up. And the reason I advocate for this is because we need to teach our children our history. We need to teach our children our unique advantage. I think everyone knows that after Indonesia, Grenada was the second biggest producer and exporter of nutmegs. I think places like Jamaica have since surpassed us. And that's a rich legacy and history that we need to reclaim, not just because of sentiment, but because of the economic value that is attached to that. Most of us, my age and older, appreciate the role that agriculture played in helping our families to get cash, in helping our families to send our children to school. And that is something that I think we need to go back to, because the bottom line is that the rural economy in Grenada has suffered tremendously as a result of the decline in the spice industry in particular. So that's one issue that we need to address. The second issue that we need to address is obviously the average age of our Grenadian farmer is old or older. And it therefore means we need to change the image of how farming is presented. And we need to make sure that our citizens understand, just like any other job, that farming commercially is viable. It's fundamentally important. In fact, it is perhaps more important than some of the other industries, because we can't feed ourselves and can't make a dent in our import bill. Then we are always vulnerable to outside shocks and no control over where the food gets to Grenada. And perfect examples of that would have been during the COVID-19 lockdown, where you go to supermarkets and all of the shelves are empty. Again, so we need to ensure that from an agricultural point of view, we revive agriculture for that purpose, and we put incentive schemes in place that would allow our young people to get involved in agriculture. But it also means teaching agriculture in a systematic way. In Grenada, we have essentially one farm school, which is the Maribor Farm School. And that therefore tells you that we have not actually invested in agriculture and brought it to where it needs to be. And then obviously we need to invest in technology and particularly in energy. There are very few greenhouses in Grenada. Aquaponics and so on are to a large extent non-existent. On a small scale, there are private individuals who are doing it, but there is no national systematic plan to use things like aquaponics. And those are issues that we certainly will address. And then finally, agro-processing. I think the heyday for agro-processing industry was during the period of the PRG government. There are agro-processing plants in Grenada which are sitting closed. And I could just give two examples from the parish of St. David. We have the Windfresh agro-processing plant. That is closed. That was meant to take all fruit from the Windward Islands and have it bulk shipped outside of Grenada to the UK. That plant is sitting there and it's closed. There are smaller plants, like a plant in Hampstead, which actually made ice cream and various other products from our fruit and so on. That plant is closed. So it requires us to invest in our agro-processing. It requires us to train in food technology and agro-processing. And so those are some of the issues we intend to address. And many of our small entrepreneurs have attempted in many instances to engage in agro-processing, particularly as it relates to juice making and so on. But they've not been supported in a real and true sense by the policies of the government. And those are issues that we need to address. And then finally, we have to engage in systematic education about ensuring that we eat a lot of the things that we produce. And that requires education. It requires a change in mindset. It requires a change in what we view as nice or sexy food. Because you recognize when you look at television, you are essentially looking at American television in Grenada. And all of the food that you see is American food. And so whether or not we want to accept it, that to a large extent drives our eating patterns in Grenada. And it drives our importation bill. And so, those are things we have to address culturally as well, to ensure that when we produce, whether it's cassava or anything else, that we are not just producing it, but that we are engaging in education that will ensure that our people actually eat the things we produce. But it also requires us sometimes to accept reality. And the reality is sometimes, I'll give an example. Grenadans like Irish potato, that's clear. It's one of the biggest items that is imported into Grenada. And so we have to ask ourselves, should we therefore not consider whether we grow our own Irish potato? Those are some of the examples that we need to pay attention to in terms of how we address our own food security. So I will say this to you. Thank you for the question. There is no doubt that in a small island, our food security is integral, and it's something that we have to always pay attention to, always address. And paying attention to agriculture, paying attention to agro processing and fishing is one of the things that we certainly intend to do.
Thank you, man. Any more questions? I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for Dickon Mitchell. That's the political leader of the NDC chapter. You have something to say? All right. That's what we just be saying. It has some people, while the man speaking, they still speaking. And after the election now, they say the thief. You didn't hear one word the man said. Pay attention. You have children, you have grandchildren, you have land, you have sheep, you have goat, you have all kind of thing in Grenada. You have to support them and stand up for these things. Don't bypass it.
I get to say what no kill only make you stronger now. But Lord, I can't take the dirty ways no longer now. I don't know if you ain't noticed, but I own money and progress. If you have a serious motive, give me loud and clear. Don't call me. I don't want them people call me. Cause I own a different vibes, and you have some different vibes. Oh, don't call me. No. Say if I have to risk my peace of mind, tell the devil you look, boy, you ain't find me. I'm not where I really want to be. So please don't try and heavy me. Oh no, cause 2020 was fresh already.
Yeah. For the people just coming in, please, there's a lot of seats in front. So you could come in and sit down, show off your gears, show off your clothes, show off your shoes, your bag, your hat, everything, Nowadays, everything you're going is a trend thing, it's a fashion. You go to church, it's fashion. You go to, you know what I mean? You go in the grocery store. You have to well dress, you have to put on lipstick, you go and wash in the laundromat. You have to look good to go outside. Everything now is fashion, You go in the bathroom. It's fashion time. The way fashion time itself. You go and fix up to come back outside. Take out your gold teeth and rest it down. Oh, they like stupidness. Sometimes when I was growing up, I always admire people with a gold teeth. I used to always admire people with gold teeth when I was growing up, But when I get older, I wonder what was the real thing about this gold teeth. Because I get to find out that people with gold teeth just laugh for no reason. You tell somebody, hey, boss, your mother dead, watch him now. Boy, yeah, mother dead. People Big Goldie don't laugh for no reason. What you're telling them is not even a joke and they're still laughing. We go move on to the next game one time. The lady who won the first game, where's she at? We owe her $6. It's right there. You welcome for it now. That's your money, you know. Yeah, get it for she moving kind of slow, like it's not shown. Yeah, you know it's worth it to have $6? When I come to America, my mother always tell me, she say, watch, when you have $1, it's your dollar. But if you have to ask somebody for the same dollar, you go hear a set of stories. I ain't going here, no, I can't go here, no, I go down the road. When I come back, I was going to. But when you have yours here, it's yours. Anyhow, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. The next game we're going to be playing is any straight line. Any straight line. 200 big ones for any straight line. It was sponsored by Dr. Cheryl Purcell, Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine, 83rd East, 38th Street. Yeah. We have doctor in the house too. All right, let me explain it for you. Any straight line mean if you're walking so, you're going back so, you're going so. Let me show you on the card. Any straight line, across, down, diagonal, anyhow it come. You understand? Any straight line. We're playing for big money this time. 200 smackaroos. Miss, look, it have seat right there. Nice. You don't have to go through nobody. And when you have to get up to go to the bathroom or go in the back for something to drink, it's right there empty. 50 chairs right there empty. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you see? You still get in a front seat and you come late. Any straight line, one time. Let's do it. Only pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention. Your money is on the line. That's it right there. Let me wait until she settles. She wants a different chair. You ready now? Get it. Yeah. Fix your glasses too. You could see? Right. Nice. You just have to settle yourself, you know. We have some seats in the front here. Yeah, seats here. Like the other time, it's other time I went to Kings County. I was in the emergency and I sit down. And you have about 50 empty chairs, and a lady still come and ask me, excuse me, sir, is anybody sitting here? Any straight line, let me go. G54. G54. Sit down fast. You ready? Hurry up, because anyone that I call you tell me you want a recall for 2 numbers. Oh, you up and sat down. G54 was the first number. G54. It should be on your card only one time. You ready? All right, let me go. One more time. G54. G54. Well, for the people that just come. Next number up is O62. O62. I16. I16. B7. B7. Any straight line, ladies and gentlemen. Any straight line. G55. G55. N42. N42. G51. G51. O68. O68. N36. N36. G53. G53. Oh, you always know when a ball fall, eh? N45. N45. Any straight line, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be lucky and coward. Oh! 69. 69. G50. G50. O72. O72.
I say we can hold on.
56. G56. Let me shake it up. Shake it up. All right, come for the recall. Stand up righty. Okay, I ain't saying nothing. You say you want a recall, you get a recall. All right. It's only 10 numbers. B. Recall, others. Pay attention. Pay attention. B7. I16. N36. N42. N45. G54. G55. G56. G50. G51. G53. O62. O68. O69. And O72. Yeah. Listen. Don't go back outside again and drink and come and tell me that. That ain't gonna work so, you know. Stay right here. Yeah. All right, we're moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, the next number up is I-27. I-27. I-30. I-30. Another I-23. I-23. You get bingo? Well, I can come and get your card, you know. If you say your bingo, come up. If you're sure. To the people virtually, we have a bingo in the hall. We got to check it out and see. Which card is that? I-B7, I-23, M36, G54, and O68. We have a bingo, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bingo. Yeah, you could buy a car with that tonight.
Forward, with NDC. Forward, forward, forward. Oh, we go in. Forward, forward, forward. Too long. It's lies and mama guys. Too long. Empty promises in my eyes. Too long. You're ignoring the people cries. Too long. All your days since 1995 and you don't do nothing. Only when election time coming, that's when poor people go get something. From all that bitch and passport you selling, them actions they telling. All you feel that grenade and begging. It's time to call off the wedding. We don't meet that this time, it ain't working. Because we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. For people tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. Them tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. Canadians tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward, forward, forward. Oh, we go away forward, forward, forward. Time for all you to rest. We want a team that is young and fresh. We want to bring out the best. So it's time for all you to press. Pension have to restore. Public sovereignty permanent. Agriculture go grow. Career could go get government. Local landing and Dickon in south. Caring and grit in the west. And all up in the north. So where we going from here? Andy Williams will move us forward. Forward, forward. Jonathan McQuarrie will move us forward, forward, forward. Kevin Andrews will move us forward, forward, forward. Lennox Andrews will move us forward, forward, forward. Dickon Mitchell will move us forward, forward, forward. Brother Joseph will move us forward, forward, forward. Kevin James.
May his soul rest in peace, boy. This black is trouble. May his soul rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game we're going to play is capital X. X. We playing an X. All you know is an X? I asked that grumbling going on like all you forget. We ain't have no N. We don't have no N. It's just X. From O straight down to B. From B straight down back to O. Right? We ain't no N. Anyhow, this game was sponsored by Dentistry for Adults and Children, 83 East 38th Street, across the street from Kings County Hospital. Yeah, well, this time, my hands start to shake. When I see the price right now, my hands start to shake. That's why you're talking about money. When you talk about money, that's money. If you get this money here, it's real problems you could create. Eh? You could win the lotto about 50 times with that money here. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together because we are playing. It went up. It went up. You see my hand? It went up. Yes. You see I'm smiling? It went up to $200. I like it. We ain't wasting time. Let me roll the dice. We want to keep all the warm. All the feeling hot? I'm telling you. All right, there we go. The first number up is B7. Again, B7. Oh, 74. Oh, 74. G55. G55. G60. G60. I21. I21. B. I'm going to say this one like how the white people say it. B9. B9. O 68. O 68. G50. G50. Another O. 69. O 69. We're making an X for the people who just came in. B8. B8. Another B. 12. B 1 2. O 63. O 63. G 52. G 52. Good night, Puma. B B3. B3. Another B. B2. Shake it up, shake it up. You have to pray to win that thing, eh? You come in this one piece of presents I say every day, they ain't working. Recall. Keep going in the back and come for recall. Go and drink rum still and come back for recall every minute. They ain't gonna work tonight. Oh, 66. Oh, 66. Bring the bar inside. Is it that you come for rum or you come to play? Bingo. G, 49. G, 49. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh, 75. Oh, 75. G, 53. G, 53. G, 48. G, 48. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, please. I heard you. Second time. I, 24. I, 24. B, 1. B, 1. We're making an X. The next number up, ladies and gentlemen, is I, 29. I, 29. I'm shaking it up. You have to give everybody a fair chance. Oh, 61. Oh, 61. I, 16. I, 1, 6. Take your time, take your time. I ain't going nowhere. Take your time, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, we go forward, forward, forward. Too long. It's lies and mama guys. Too long. Empty promises in we eyes. Too long.
Let me check you out.
You ignoring the people cries. Too long.
B3.
All your days since 1995 and you do nothing. Only when election time coming, that's when poor people does get something. From all that bitch and passport you selling, them actions they telling. All you feel that grenade and spegging. It's time to call off the wedding. We don't meet that this time it ain't working.
50s right.
Because we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. For people tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. The youths them tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. Canadians tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. So we moving.
We have a bingo.
Forward, forward, move the country. Forward, forward.
200 smackaroos. Yeah. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Time for all you to rest. We want a team that is young and fresh.
I can't hear you.
So it's time for
Say I can hear you. Oh. Don't worry. That's what gambling is all about.
Turn up the mic. When I say I'm fed up with all, I don't want to hate on love. Oh lad. Turn up the mic. When I say I'm fed up with all you feel is joke I'm making. I don't want to hate on love, but sometimes I keep debating. She say she only lover, she only friend. Make a wish, now eat with pen. I sleep and I had a dream. Wake up and I make a vow.
Right here.
Soon as everything complete, we saw one out.
Say what I do wrong again. And people are calling me name, Lord. They say I got. Don't worry. Let me tell you a little something. Nobody can harm you. That's just a myth between people about people harming people. And nobody can do nothing. The only person that could do anything is God. That's the only person. If you go and harm me, and you say, you use a name, and they say you're going to harm me, you going to get worked out by yourself? I ain't have no part in that. You going to damage yourself. You're hiding, you're lying, you're hiding, you're lying. You're going through a whole set of things. And then when you finish, you say they use you. John, you only did to use people. You did it yourself. My grandfather always tell me that. My grandfather always tell me, he say, in this life you live. He say, in this life you live, you is first, second, and third. Otherwise, you're going to end up last. That means nobody can do nothing. Nobody can do nothing. Man jump out window. I jump out that window one time, I get one big bruise on my back. After that, I say, for what reason? We still ended up together. What was that for? Huh? Look, Garu. You ever time I open that door? I walk in my house and I open that door. And I see action. Beating, batang, beating. When they see me, they stop. I watch them and I just go on. After that, all when they see me, they hiding. Me ain't doing nothing. They think I go do something. I ain't doing. I say, look at them. You know what I mean? You can't do me nothing. Once you set up yourself like right in life, you are God, you have a little job, your head straight, you think nobody can do nothing. Don't get up with that. They look like they don't think. They can't do nothing. I was a Rasta man one time. No, you come in. Look at me. I cut me hair now. I used to be a Rasta man. And my grandmother the vex. Very vexed. I couldn't have no Rasta in Grenada. She used to call me the Rabsta man. She can't say Rasta, go there. Rabsta. You're smoking the wig. She can't say weed. And I had my Rasta thing in Grenada and I tough, if you see me. I tough. On the block. Nobody can tell me nothing. You understand? I do so I come to America. My grandmother in there, you know. I do so and I walking down, you take a having a right, so I Rasta, I is only fish and everything. Me ain't want no pork. Me ain't want no meat. I walk in, so when I reach by KFC, and you take a day, I see they had 23 pieces of chicken for $3. I say, you see this Rasta thing? I say, I can't keep up this Rasta thing, boy. Yeah? 6 something for 1 pound of kingfish. Well, I like trouble. Anyhow, let me go. After this game right here, we're taking a break after this game. This game was sponsored by King Leo Promotions. King Leo Promotions sponsored this game. And we're making a capital H. A H. If you're sitting by somebody that doesn't know how to make a capital H, it's not a problem. Show your brother. You know? You remember the song? If you see your brother standing by the road, with a heavy load, and with the seeds, you have to help out your brother. So if you have it, just say the H go like this, it go down so and so. No N. Anyhow, and we are playing. Ladies and gentlemen, if all they don't keep quiet, or look at the price. Because this is what you came for, is the price. Anybody have everybody have a far-sighted glasses and nearsighted? I want to use it. Because this thing just keep going up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing for. Let me see the envelope. It's heavy. This one heavy. I don't know. That might have a different envelope right about it. This envelope heavy, boy. You good? $200. Jesus Christ. They might get them 200 in a special bank. Anyhow, after this one, we're taking a nice break and thing. We'll go and get refreshed, do all your makeup and all kind of thing, and then I come back. So let me go to the H. Woo. Oh. All right. Good, right? All right. I think that's it. Anyhow, let me go. You ready? Ready for the war? I have to shake up this thing. I find Lady only on this side winning. Yeah, we have to go on this side now. We have to get somebody on that side. Somebody in the back. I ain't any people in the back at all. Okay. The first number up is 072. 072. B15. B15. G50. G50. Making a capital H. No N. When the N come, we have to put it on the side. I-26. I-26. 2, 6. B, 13. B, 1, 3. O, 66. O, 6. O, 62. O, 6, 2. B, 3. B, 3. Another B, 6. B, 6. G, 55. G, 5. B, 11. B, 1. Huh? Finally, I'm telling you, you've got child. You've got child, you're not in the basket right here. I, 28. I, 2, 8. Another I, 27. I, 2, 7. I, 16. I, 1, 6. We have new face production coming up. Another bingo coming up, new face, boy. Mother's Day weekend. G, 59. G, 5, 9. We go tell all just now. Oh, 74. Oh, 74. I think we need to get independence. G, 58. We are making a capital H. I, 23. I, 2, 3. G, 56. G, 5, 6. O, 63. O, 6, 3. B, 14. B, 14. We. It look as everybody was waiting for that. I tell you, way by. I, 17. I, 1, 7. Shake up the basket, shake up the basket. Oh, 68. O, 6, 8. Another O, 71. O, 7, 1. G, 51. G, 5, 1. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I, 20. I, 2, 0. Before when old people singing, you don't know what they're singing, you know. The next number up is O, 61. O, 6, 1. Do you think you're getting interested now? Are you getting interested now? G, 47. G, 4, 7. I, 30. I, 3, 0. B, 7. B, 7. You ever hear somebody try to cuss in style? Call your horse. B. B. I can't hear you. I say B-O. 10. Thing getting hot now. I. 29. I. You see I call you right age? Another I. 25. I, 2, 5. Shake it up. You got to shake that bowlie now, you know. You got to shake the bowlie now. Get some good thing, burger. Drag a thing, take it, think it, dogo. You take a thing, that thing. You got to shake it up now, boy. Thing getting tight. B. 8. G. 60. G. 6, 0. Ladies and gentlemen, the next number up is B2. Ladies and gentlemen, the next number up is B4. Look at that girl, little spray boy. 46. G, 4, 6. We're making a capital H for the people who just came in. For the people online, virtually. The next number up is B, 9. B9. Don't be lucky and call, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be lucky and call. Put your money where your mouth is. G, 57. Somebody go win this thing here tonight. Somebody go win this game inside of here tonight. Oh! I can't hear you. I say, oh. 64. Somebody bingo. That is what she said. We had to check the card. Hey. Let me check it out. B14. B6. B2. B3. B4. I-23. G-59. O-64. O-72. O-62. O-68. And O-74. We have a bingo, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short recess. Get some food, get some water, use the bathroom, get something to drink, and we'll be right back.
from in now. Colombian, Dickon in south, Karen and Quincy in the west, and not up in the north. So every going from Andy Williams move forward.
So this is Grenada's best kept secret, Darby Beach. Very scenic, very beautiful. And there's so much that can be done here with and for the people of this community. We have to start by fixing the infrastructure, making sure that we have proper access, fixing the road, installing lights, converting this area into a park where people can come, recreate themselves, and also have opportunities to earn an income. There is so much that needs to be done and so much that will be done with me, Joseph Andal, being your parliamentary representative. We have to always look for ways to get the people involved to find economic opportunities for the rural communities. For too long, Darby has been neglected. It's almost as if Darby were the forgotten stepchild of St. Patrick. And with me, all of this is going to change because the people of Darby must be respected. The contribution to the history and to the culture of our country and our parish in particular must be noted and must be respected. So Darby is going to be transformed. We are going to reintroduce the Darby Day, which was something that residents of this community put together some years ago, and because of the lack of support at the national level, it has fallen through. This is something that, working together, we are going to re-establish in a bigger and better way. The Easter festivities, again, Darby usually takes center stage, but we need some more support, some more organized support, some more structured support in order to ensure that the people of the community reap the maximum benefit possible from the staging of the Easter activities in this beach area. Community facilities. Darby has been crying out for a community center for several decades. And every 5 years, we get the same promise by basically the same people. This time around, we are going to change it because we recognize that in order for our communities to develop holistically, they need the type of facilities where people can go to relax, to entertain themselves, but also to engage in serious community building activities. The road in Darby is a travesty and a tragedy. This again is something that will be given urgent attention. We cannot afford for the people of Darby to continue to be cut off from the rest of the parish. The access at both ends, the Sautez end, that is threatened by the fallout from the breakwater construction in Sautez, and access from the Dickon end is really a tragedy waiting to happen. The bridges there are in a deplorable state. The road, it is more pothole than road. And this is something that requires urgent attention and something that you can count on me, Joseph Andal, to work on with you and in your interest. So this is the Darby Fishermen's Locker. And while the fishermen are happy to have it, it is not adequate enough to meet their needs. So our commitment is to ensure that the necessary expansion and improvements are made to accommodate and to facilitate the fishermen. We need to have improved storage capacity. We need to ensure that they have access to cooling and storage of the catch. And we also need to provide, not just for the fisher folk, but for the residents and visitors of this community, proper toilet, washroom, and changing facilities. We must upgrade the facilities here to ensure that the people who come here feel comfortable, feel safe, feel secure about using it. And that is where, again, the issue of proper lighting and proper access come into play. So all of this you can count on with me, Joseph Andal, as your parliamentary representative. I am Joseph Andal, the man you can always count on.
Welcome to Reggae Entertainment Lifestyle. This segment, the political profile, of course, is a special feature. And this time around, we have with us special guest, Mr. Dickon Mitchell, who is the leader of the National Democratic Congress in Grenada, and of course, is vying for the top post, Prime Minister of the Spice Island. We say welcome to Mr. Michel, and of course, I want to start off by looking at, tell us a little bit about, introduce yourself to the audience. Who is Dickon Mitchell?
Thank you, Mikey, and it's a pleasure to be here. I know you're a legend in the South Florida region when it comes to Caribbean and diaspora affairs, so I feel quite privileged to be able to have this discussion with you today. Dickon Mitchell, I am originally from a small street, I can't even call it a village, called Petit Esperance in St. David. No, it's French, I think for Little Spirit, and it probably explains why, although I'm small in size, my spirit comes from that street. I grew up with my grandmother, my mother and my aunt in a small house. The house is still there. My grandmother still lives in it with my siblings and extended cousins. So we came from really an extended family with close neighbors. We all walked to school in the local primary school, St. David's Roman Catholic Church. After I finished primary school, I went on to Presentation Brothers College. So I had a strong primary and secondary upbringing in schools that were dominated by the Catholic faith. Presentation College is a high school in Grenada, perhaps the elite boys' school in Grenada. Its rival GBSS may not want me to say that, but that's the school that really, in a sense, shaped me. And I think to some extent is partly responsible for me being involved in politics, because the motto of the school was that we are producing young men not just who would be brilliant academically, but who would take up leadership roles in our community. From there, I went on to our local tertiary college, TAMCC, named after one of our political and historical legends, Theophilus Albert Marischal. And I spent 2 years there, did in those days A-levels, and thereafter went off to the University of the West Indies, Cave, Barbados, completed my first degree in law there, and then journeyed to Trinidad, Ewing Law School, completed the legal education certificate, and returned to Grenada in 2002 and began my legal career. So I've practiced law for the last 19 years, and then last year I made the jump to get involved in public life, in public service and in politics. I joined the National Democratic Congress, and then offered myself to serve the party, and eventually offered myself to serve as political leader of the party. The party held its convention in October, the 31st of October, and I was elected political leader then. And since then, obviously, I've had, as you can imagine, quite a hectic time, because I joined the party which had, as you may be aware, lost the last 2 political elections in Grenada, and regrettably did so very badly. So when I joined, we recognized that part of the process was we would have to rebuild the party, re-energize the party base, and begin the process of transforming the party into a winning party that could convince the population of Grenada to give it the opportunity to help transform and govern the country. So in a sense, step 1 was to help transform our party, and obviously step 2, the biggest step, is when the elections are called, we hope that we would get the opportunity to govern. I'm a father of 2, so a 14-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. In fact, my son is attending Presentation College, which is my alma mater. So yes, I doubt he'd follow in my footsteps when it comes to either law or politics. He teases me about both professions, but I take parenting seriously. It's not without its challenges, particularly now that I've become a public figure. It means you really do have to make sure that you can balance your work life and pay attention to your family, because that ultimately still is the most important thing in your life. But I enjoy it, and so for me, part of the reason I'm doing this, and part of the reason I'm doing public service really, is to give back and to try and make sure that I can leave Grenada a better place than I found it for myself, my children, and the children of my peers who are coming.
Your political involvement is not, I wouldn't say a novice, but you haven't had a lot of experience. Your critics are saying you're young, you're inexperienced. How would you respond to that criticism?
Well, I think in a short breath, if you don't get involved, you never get experience. And so first you actually have to be prepared to get involved to get that experience. But I think secondly, we have to appreciate what public service is about. It's really about serving your community. And I think if our community trains us well, you don't need experience, frankly, to serve. You don't need experience to serve well. Because I think the key thing is making sure that the purpose of your involvement in politics is to help your people, to help raise the standard of living. And from a governance point of view, at the end of the day, the MPs, the politicians are at best 15 of us. But we have a government service, you have a public service, you have technocrats, you have bureaucrats, you have advisors, you have persons who have the expertise and the skill, and to a large extent the actual implementation of the policies, assuming the policies are set by the politicians in consultation with the people, and must be done by those people. So I think the experience we want is an experience where we encourage, resource, and give the opportunity to the persons who are best able to implement the things we want done, so that they can do it. I think in the Caribbean we have a history where power is concentrated in the hands of politicians who prior to becoming a politician would have had no expertise oftentimes in any particular area. But overnight you become an expert simply because you were elected. And I think we have to move away from that and be able to say, while we may set the policy, because we're the ones who are elected, the actual implementation has to be done by the persons who have the skill set and the expertise to do it. And that's one of the things we are hoping to restore in Grenada, because we have to ensure that our public service is well staffed, well resourced, motivated, well compensated to deliver the services on behalf of our people.
The regional landscape, CARICOM, now we were talking last night about the ineffectiveness of that coalition. What are your thoughts on revamping or renovating, for the lack of a better term, the CARICOM initiative?
Well, I think, as Caribbean citizens, we probably could be frank to say that CARICOM as an institution has been disappointing. And I think particularly so in the last 20 or so years. I think as a citizen of the region, I don't feel that we have made the kind of progress in forging the integration that we really wish to see. To a large extent, a lot of the institutions which we have today started quite some time, and we have not built on it. And there are simple things which I think if you poll any Caribbean citizen, you would probably get unanimity on. For instance, free movement of persons within CARICOM. We still don't have that. The border controls are as present as ever. The frustration with traveling from Grenada to Trinidad or Grenada to St. Vincent, Grenada to Jamaica is still there. It's ironic that for Cricket World Cup, we were able to have visitors enter one point of entry and be able to move freely throughout the region. And as soon as the Cricket World Cup ended, we reverted back to border controls for our own citizens. And so basic things like the failure to actually implement those things, I think, have left us as citizens of the region disillusioned by CARICOM and disillusioned with the notion that we are truly one Caribbean unity. So I think what has to happen is that you have to have a new generation of leaders who believe in CARICOM and take that belief and implement it. And I point to the movement within the CARICOM as an obvious example, because if we're able to move free, it allows us to forge closer bonds, closer ties. It allows us to truly see that we are one people. It allows us to see that the problems in Jamaica are the same problems we're coping with in Grenada. Perhaps the difference is the scale. And that allows us, I think, to really find common solutions to that. We can talk about the entertainment or sports or culture. One disappointing area from a world stage is the lack of unity on foreign policy on many of the issues that affect us as CARICOM citizens, and the failure to advocate in a united voice for many things. I could take an example, the banking industry in the Caribbean. I mean, we are frankly inundated and overloaded with anti-money laundering issues, with anti-terrorist financing issues, with the threat of losing our relationship with foreign correspondent banks. but as a region, we haven't come together and approached this in a united or unified way. I mean, as a citizen of the Caribbean, you made to feel you're a criminal by just doing banking business, whether it's source of funds, forms that you have to fill out for every transaction, whether it's proof of address for every transaction.
Too cumbersome.
Too cumbersome. And I'm saying, while we appreciate there might be international restraints on it, our leaders and our regional institutions are not advocating and fighting back. And I think that's part of what we need to be able to build. And you can forgive me for saying so. I think in the days of people like Sir Sridhar Ramphal, the Caribbean was known for having giants in the diplomatic world who advocated on behalf of the Caribbean. But you find less and less of that being present throughout the region. And I think we therefore need to build a new cadre of persons in the region who will champion the Caribbean's cause. And to me, that is really what CARICOM should be doing, championing the cause of our people and our civilization.
You touched on sports, culture, entertainment. Young people look to those areas for development, for enrichment, and to a certain extent, a living. Any plans for those areas?
So absolutely, that's one of our big focus, the creative industry, because we firmly believe that our people is our greatest asset, and therefore their talent, their creativity need to be nurtured, harnessed, and importantly supported. And that means not just in terms of financial support, but in terms of actually encouraging persons to recognize that you can have a career, that you can make a living out of the creative industry. I think our education system has been historically, and it still remains that way today, tilted in favor of the traditional approach to what is a career, the traditional approach to how you earn a living. And it has completely ignored the creative side of our people. And when you really think about it, it's the creative side of our people that have really put the Caribbean on the map. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Bob Marley is probably as well known as the Pope, if not better known as the Pope, right? I'm sure that Usain Bolt, is as well known, and in a sense, even our politicians, when they've stood out, Morris Bishop, perhaps anywhere you go in the world, the name Morris Bishop resonates with someone because of, again, it is the political creativity that that era brought. And so I think when we think of a Brian Lara for cricket, or Dwight York, it's, I'm giving sporting and entertainment examples, but if you think of Peter Minshall from costume making and mass band playing in Trinidad, and you think of Marshall Montano, we can go on and on. Yes. The reality is that in a sense, our Caribbean talents have placed the Caribbean on the map, perhaps more so than anything else. Yet still, I think our policymakers don't really push that aspect of our economy, that aspect of our people's talent, and that is something that we really do want to change in Grenada. So having things from an infrastructure point of view, like a performing arts center where we can really teach our people how to make things like costume, or the impact of steel pan, those kinds of things are issues that we really want to look at. And if you combine that with the availability of modern technology, I think we truly have the ability to expand that sector. I haven't talked about things like artists or painting, sculpting, those kinds of things. So those are areas that I think we absolutely must encourage, support, and truly let our people know that you can earn a living from doing that, and you don't have to be a waiter in a restaurant or a barman in a restaurant. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but recognizing that there are greater options and avenues available, and to some extent a larger market. Because if you're a good musician, there's no boundary to your music. If you're a good athlete, there's no boundary to where you can run or play cricket or play football. Whereas to some extent a lot of the traditional job types are limited by geographic references.
What do you want to say to the folks in the diaspora? I mean, there are probably more Grenadians in Canada than there are back home, and a good amount here in the US and in the UK. Some of these folks want to be encouraged to return home, but they want a good reason to come back. What we talked about the ineptitude of the banking system, but what are your plans for people who want to come back?
Well, first I want to say thank you to the diaspora, because I think as part of this process, the diaspora has really been supportive, encouraging. I think they're excited about the fact that there are new persons who've entered politics, I think with a mandate to really serve. So, the fact that I'm here in South Florida is testimony to that. And so first, it's really a big thank you. I think the second thing I want to say critically is we have to change the idea that the purpose of the diaspora is simply to send money back. I think first we have to appreciate that the diaspora is part of the Caribbean, the diaspora is part of specifically Grenada. You're Grenadian regardless of where you are. And so your contribution, not just financially, but intellectually, from a policy point of view, from an ideas point of view, is welcome. And we want to ensure that the diaspora knows that. And our intention is to make sure that when Grenadians in the diaspora interact with Grenada and interact with us from a policy point of view, they can feel that sense of appreciation for the support that they've done. We certainly want to encourage as many Grenadians who, particularly those who perhaps have worked all their lives in the diaspora and are at the point where they want to retire, to be able to return home. But we recognize that there are certain key things that must be addressed in order to make that happen. One key area actually is housing. And so one of the things I've already begun looking at is both from a social economic development point of view, is creating what I will call diaspora community housing. Because, this is a real example, my mom lived in the diaspora for the last several decades, and she returned to Grenada, coincidentally the same day I was elected political leader of the party, and that was just pure coincidence. But it took her a year and a half to find a house, an appropriate house. And I've known of others who thought to buy a home, for instance, in Grenada. It's been a difficult task. And there's an obvious reason. There is no, in my view, tailor-made housing development or housing project catering for returning nationals. I think that's one obvious area from a development point of view that we need to look at. And it's also an opportunity for people in the diaspora to actually invest in a project like that. That's housing. Healthcare is probably the elephant in the room, because for many persons in the diaspora, their concern is, if I return to Grenada or if I return to St. Vincent, is the healthcare system at a level that gives me the confidence that I can adequately be looked at. And so we see it as an opportunity first to develop, in fact, our health systems, knowing that the diaspora wants to return, but crucially develop our health system so that Grenadians in Grenada can benefit from first-class health industry. And then thirdly, we are a tourist-driven economy. And no doubt, if you can satisfy tourists that your health industry, your health services are adequate, more persons will be happy to travel, because they won't worry about the fact that you're able to treat them. And then fourth, we have, perhaps the most successful offshore medical university this side of the world operating in Grenada. So I think if you leverage those aspects, and finally the fact that there are very, very successful Grenadians in the health services industry in the diaspora, and you can leverage their expertise, their connections, their resources, and in some cases some of them do want to come back home, then I think we really have the opportunity to create the environment for Canadians who want to return. I mean, I have not touched on the issue of leveraging the wealth of Grenadians in the diaspora to get them to invest in Grenada, to in a sense become that foreign direct investment that we often go searching elsewhere for, when there's significant amounts of it in New York, in London. But we have to make sure that we can make projects and investment opportunities that will allow them to invest easily rather than put stumbling blocks in their way. Because I know a lot of persons in the diaspora have come back to Grenada and have been frustrated by the bureaucracy, by the inefficiencies at our port or our customs, about the running around. And so those are things we intend to clean up, to streamline and to professionalize, because we must be service driven. We must be customer satisfaction driven. I want, when a Grenadian returns to Grenada, he says the service at the airport was excellent. It was first class, it was friendly, it was efficient. I want him to say, when I went to the port, it was a one-stop shop. I got everything cleared, I was out of there in half an hour. I don't want him to say I had to spend a week trying to clear this or clear that. So those are some of the issues that we intend to tackle head on, because it's not just good for the diaspora, it's good for Grenada as well.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by and sharing with us. I think this is a historic moment. We could probably be the first media outlet to be talking to the next Prime Minister of Grenada. We thank you for that, and we look forward to talking to you again before. This has been Reggae Entertainment Lifestyle. We're on Political Profile. We have the leader of the National Democratic Congress of Grenada, Mr. Dickon Mitchell, and he's running against the older Mitchell, which has been there for 27 years. So some folks will say it's time for a change. Until next time, join us again. I'm Mike Aitchison. Keep it real.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
So this morning we had a tour of the Jesse Trice medical facility. So this morning we had a tour of the Jesse Trice medical facility here in South Florida. It's a wonderful facility that provides services to persons from essentially childbirth all the way to senior citizens. It was a general tour of the facility, first to get a first-hand look at what a modern health all service facility is like. Second, to meet with some of the personnel to just look at what they do, how they do it, the level of service and care that they provide to the community. There are a couple of things that stood out. One, the multi-ethnic nature of the persons who work here, the fact that you have 3 languages that are spoken so that the community is properly served, English, Creole and Spanish. The persons who work here themselves are also multi-ethnic in nature and background, and I think that helps it to truly serve the community. Of key importance to me was the fact that it serves, underserved, poor, marginalized populations to ensure that they have full access to first-class medical care. And the fourth thing that really jumped out to me was, obviously, given that we're from Grenada and we are looking to really improve the healthcare services in Grenada, is that it allowed me to take away significant information and significant opportunities for us in Grenada, including the possibility of using mobile medical clinics to serve our people, the options for some of our medical personnel in Grenada to take up residencies with the Jesse Trice community, and thirdly, the use of technology to really expand the scope of services by using telehealth. So I think those 3 things are really key takeaways from this visit. I look forward to going back to Grenada, to discussing with our medical personnel, to discussing with our healthcare providers the opportunities that are available here for us to truly leverage those possibilities and improve the healthcare services in Grenada.
Our X-ray machine, as you can imagine, this is for a reason.
Before you start, I say we tired. Let me play this one more time before you start.
We want a change, we tired. I say we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. I'm on we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward, forward, forward. Oh, we go way forward, forward, forward. Too long. It's lies and mama guys. Too long. Empty promises in the eyes. Too long. You're ignoring the people cries. Too long. All your days since 1995 and you don't do nothing. Only when election time coming, that's when poor people does get something from all that bitch and passport you selling. Them actions they telling. All you feel that grenade and speaking. It's time to call off the winning. We don't meet that this time it ain't working. Because we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't take it again. For people tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. The youths them tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. Grenadians tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. So we moving.
Yo, 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 yeah.
forward. Move the country forward, forward.
Support the NBC chapter, the New York chapter, ladies and gentlemen.
Forward.
Support the New York chapter for NBC. Whatever you could do to help the party, please help them. Give what you can.
We want to bring out the best, so it's time for all you to press. Pension have to restore, public sovereignty prominent. Agriculture go grow, Carrick go get government. Local landing and Dickon in south, caring and Prince in the west, and all up in the north. So where we going from Annie Williams will move us forward, forward, forward. Jonathan Lackett will move us forward, forward, forward. Kevin Andrews will
move it forward,
forward, forward. Leonard
we move it forward,
Dickon will move us forward.
We love this support, ladies and gentlemen, we must say. And all this support we get this evening, we like it a lot. We even have people from, anybody from Trinidad inside here this evening? St. Vincent, Barbados. You see all this support we getting from different islands? That's what we're talking about. Anybody from Grenada, Caribbean, PD Madnick? B79. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to announce that just now. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another bingo coming up. We have another bingo Mother's Day weekend. That's New Face production. Retro bingo, DJ Flawless, LG, Hot Stepper. And I will tell you, 178. Hold on. Let me open it. $178 Newport Avenue, Chester and Rockaway. All right? The jackpot is $2,000. We have games of $200, games of $500. All right? Retro Bingo, 178 Newport Avenue. Sunday, May 8th. Sunday, May 8th. Wait, hold on. I'm looking for something special. The ticket is $40. $40. You have a couple prizes of $500. The jackpot is $2,000. You have a couple prizes of $200. All right, this is Retro Bingo. This is 178 Newport and Chester. 178 Chester and Newport. And I'm sorry, Rockaway. All right? The time is that bingo always starts at like 7 o'clock. But Mother's Day might be an early time. Face, what time is that? 7. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock the bingo start. So all you come, all you make sure they eat on that day. Fathers, all they want to come. Because we don't worry about Father's Day. Father's Day, we just there. Mother's Day, they does have flowers. They does have flowers from downtown Brooklyn all the way to Kings Plaza. Father's Day, we are just there. All they just got to buy us is a set of tools from Home Depot. Go back to work, go back to work. Why? This life we live is something else, you know. Father's Day is only tools. Mother says flowers, petals, you know, all kind of chocolate cake, red velvet, petals going from the bedroom all over the place. That's it, they always say they're cooking late. They tired. They work a 12-hour shift. They ain't easy, you know. Puma alai, where Puma? Puma alai? Puma, alai for Father's Day, real thing, eh? I doesn't say nothing, boy. When they passing by Home Depot with me, I vex. I watching Red Lobster again. They ain't even going close to Red Lobster. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the last game, this is very serious. I just want to let you know, whenever you travel to the Caribbean, you go back to whichever country you come from, whichever island, please tell the people there the right thing. Don't lie for them. I remember I was home. I ain't come to America yet. And this fella come from up by me and he tell me, he say, boy, Hercules, watch ya. He say, when we traveling. We traveling to New Jersey, Alabama, Pennsylvania, all them kind of place. I say, boy, them place. He says it's hours. It's hours we taking to get in them place. I say, wait, boy. I say, in my mind, my imagination going wild. Georgia. I say, boy, that man I know was really driving, you know. You know when I come in America, I driving from Kennedy Airport. And I coming down on Pennsylvania in the back of New Jersey. I see New Jersey right there, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Alabama. I say, what this man talking about? Why people could lie? And next thing people just do, as soon as you reach here, they tell you, don't go so. Don't go here. Watch where you going. You'll get lost. Eh? A partner of mine get a job in Kings Plaza. He's supposed to take the 41 bus. 3 days now, he's still waiting for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2. Not in service. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need additional cards, right? Additional bingo cards is 3 for $25 and $10 for one. If you need additional bingo cards, you could get them right now before we start. 3 for $25, $10 for one. As we saying, people must stop this kind of thing. They must stop that. A partner come up here, he tell me, he say, boy, how can I can't stay here? I say, what happened, brother? You only come here for just for a week? You say, I can't stand up no place in this country? I say, why? He say, everywhere I go, not standing anytime, I can't stand up here. You say, back home, I stand up wherever I want. You get lost. Your mother say, where you at? You're not stupid. You get 13 subjects in GC. You can't read. He say, yes, mommy, I stand up. Where you at? He say, I've been walking, don't walk. You know something? Fella come here, you see, his mother say, Tom. He say, yes, mommy. The 2 and the 5 train go to New Lots. 2 and the 5 train go to Flatbush. He say, yes, mommy. The 3 and the 4 go to New Lots. He say, yes. Monday morning, he get a job. He spent the whole day on Franklin Avenue. His mother said, "But Tommy, that's stupid." He said, "Mommy, the conductor never tell me to come in. The conductor only keeps saying, watch the closing doors." So he stand up whole day watching. Some people ain't easy, you know. They ain't easy. The next one say, "You never hear his name." I say, "What you mean?" He said, "I never hear my name." He said, "When they say Utica, all the people that coming out, their last name is Utica. So you ride in the train whole night. John Utica, Franklin Utica, this Utica, Franklin Avenue, John Franklin." He said, "They ain't calling me." So whole night he riding the train. Well, then easy, you know. You have people that are selling that. You ever hear somebody tell that? I'll tell you something now. You ever hear people that selling that all the time, eh? I, as a person, I don't like to get in people's business. I don't like to get in people's business. Watch. Me and you go there, and it's only you alone are telling. I doesn't really talk people business, you know. But just you alone. Because me and you go, John and his wife, they're together. We Caribbean people, we have special talent. Don't ask anybody. I know how it does in the Caribbean. You don't ask anybody for anybody. And when I say that, I mean to say, all you just ask somebody is, "What about Sam?" And the story goes haywire. "Oh, Sam, yeah, Sam, that the thing in the store. Yeah, mother, you want knife, mother, the old page that sit down there. Yeah, he thief some cheese baby and he married, he married to, but the marriage never lasts. And it's the old grandfather that living in Canada that caused it." All you ask them is, "What about Sam?" You didn't ask them all that, you know. A whole 2 days of conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back after the commercial, but we'll start again. Put your hands together. Before we move on, hold on. Before you remember before all that tell me about this horning thing? That had to stop. Yes, that had to stop. That's it. Well, let's stop. A partner of mine do so. And he went and make a piece of horn now. Let me put it that way. We ain't gonna get nasty with it. So he thinking about, when he come from the horn, he thinking about, and he's a kind of, you see how that lady kind of light skin there? That he color, complexion. And he thinking, but he get one big hickey on his neck. And he's a red skin fella and he can't, all I do, toothbrush, all kind of thing, he ain't going away. He's studying. What am I going to tell my wife when I reach home? And he coming home, patak, tuku, taka, patak, tiki, patao, tutu, taka. Coming up to the gate. Open the gate. Went upstairs. As soon as he opened the door, the wife said, "John, what happened to you?" He said, as I come in there, the dog does jump up and scratch me. The wife say, "You think this dog easy? What you do, my breast?" We go start it now. We go start the bacchanal now. Yeah. Yeah. This sponsor was from home of the best Jamaican jerk chicken with 5 convenience locations in Brooklyn and Manhattan. Peppers. All you know Peppers? Yes, they Peppers. One of the best Jamaican jerk chicken. There's one on Utica, Flatbush, all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, this game, I say it is not the same like the rest. This is a different game. With this game, you could send home barrels. Not 1, not 2, but you can even send home barrels for people that don't like you. You know, you have people when you're back home, they didn't like you until you travel. Eh? I hate Miss Janetson. Look at him. He playing it. And when you come back, hi, Miss Janet. Yes, child, I'm glad to see you. That means if you have anything for me. Yes, so this game is $1,000. Woo-hoo. If I win that money tonight, I need security. Security! Don't leave, boy. Don't leave. Stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Let me go. Full house. Full house. Full house, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Everything is on the line right here. This money have no taxes. You don't need to pay no taxes on it. And you have some people, as soon as you win, they call you. They're not here. The bingo finish. You win. All right. Also, we also have virtual people looking on and playing at the same time. So we are ready virtually also. Let me go. The first number up. 65. This game is a game you have to pay attention and you have to be quiet. I-24. I-24. We are supporting NDC New York chapter. That's what we do. You gotta help each one, help each other. G46. G46. When you fall, we go no. 69. 69. Another 75. 75. B13. B13. Another B3. B3. G58. G58. I-17. I-17. Another G. 59. G-5-9. O-67. O-6-7. Another O-73. O-7-3. N-34. N-3-4. G-52. G-5-2. G-49. G-4-9. Hey, I ain't hear nobody say nothing, boy. What? You could hear a pin drop. N-43. N-4-3. G-57. G-5-7. The next number up is B6. B6. B11. B11. N33. N33. G48. G48. B14. B14. The next number up, ladies and gentlemen, is I-16. I-16. I see some people sweating already, you know. They're sweating hard, you know, but good. B10. B10. I believe I had to shake nobody. I tell you, ranka tang 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 boy. Boy. I-28. I-28. B1. B1. One time I win a bingo for $500. When I realized only me alone that win, I give back the money, you know. I tell them show it off everybody because nobody can win. I 30. I-30. Another I, 18. I-18. B8. B8. Another I-27. I-27. 1,000 smackaroos. I. 22. I-22. Thing getting hot, boy. People sweating now, boy. People sweating. What? Oh! 70. Oh, 70. Ladies and gentlemen, this game here, you have to pray on this one here. If you never pray in your life, you have to pray on that one here. Oh, Lord, have his mercy. N36. N36. B9. B9. That's not the Caribbean 9. In the Caribbean it's 9. In America it's 9. 9. N35. N35. B4. That's before you leave the house. Turn off the stove. B4. B4. Shake it up, shake it up. We have to shake up that bowl, you know. That bowl you have to shake up. Don't be lucky and call, ladies and gentlemen. Give everything you have. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. That was your age one time. 21. Aye. 2-1. Everybody sweating. I see a lady coming here with a whole bag of deodorant. I know she's sweating. G50. G50. Take with time. I'm taking my time on this turn here. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the next number up is B7. B7. $1,000 smackaroos in your packet. Ladies and gentlemen, this number I'm going to call right now, that's my age right now. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm going to call it regardless who like it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, I-25. I-25. G53. G53. All the numbers I call with 3, you realize that I say it properly because this come from school with my primary school teacher. Where Charlo? Charlo, where you at? You down there? Yeah, that's my primary school teacher back there, you know. You absent today? Yeah, since you're in primary school, they say put your tongue between your teeth. Like these and those and there and stuff like that. You have to learn to speak properly. But when we start to cuss, them one doesn't come out. So. Okay. G56. G56. The next number up, ladies and gentlemen, is N37. N37. Shake it up, shake it up. Shake the bully. You have to shake the bully and say something. B. I say B-O. If you want me to call a number, you got to talk to me now. B. 15. B. 1. 5. Somebody go win this thing here tonight, you know. Somebody go win this here, you know. The next number I will call is B5. B. You want a recap? Well, that's the rules of bingo. When somebody calls for a recap, you have to do what it says you got to do. It's not a problem, but you just have to listen because somebody could miss something. You never know. So we will start with B, ladies and gentlemen. Listen very carefully. B1, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, B10, B11, B13, B14, B15, I16, I17, I18, I21, I22, I24, I25, I27, I28, I30, N33, N34, N35, N36, N37, N43, G46, G48, G49, G50, G52, G53, G56, G57, G58, G59. Oh, 65. Oh, 67. Oh, 69. Oh, 70. Oh, 73. And oh, 75. Thank you. Bless up, man. You know, we got to do what the people want us to do. That's the work. So now, ladies and gentlemen, as I roll it and shake it, I will bake it. You got to be ready for which pocket you want to put this money into. You got to be ready now. The next number up is I-23. I-23. Full house. 1,000 smackaroos. N32. N32. N31. N31. 60. G60. It's coming, it's coming. The next number up is O64. O64. I20. I20. O68. O68. The next number up is another O66. O66. N45. N45. Shake the bully. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage here, you had to say some different prayers. Not the regular prayers. You had to say some different prayers, you know. You think coming up to the wire? With that $1,000, I'm looking at Nike, I'm looking at Jordans, I'm looking at all kind of things. I'm looking at Dollar Van, all kind of... The next number up is O74. O74. N. I say no. I say I can't hear you. 39. N. 39. Shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up. Somebody waiting for this number. You see this number? Somebody over here, over there, in the back, in the front. Somebody's waiting for some. The person could be outside. Oh! I say oh! I say oh! 62. Oh, 62. I can't believe it.
Okay.
Hey. We go check it. B7, B1, B5, B3, B15, I17, I21, 25, I24, I30, N35, 34, 36, 33, G, 48, 52, 60, 50, G49, 49, O, 70, 74, 65, 62, 073. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bingo! Woo! Okay. We thank you very much for coming out. We still have the bar, we have food in the back. You can use the bathroom for free. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting the NDC chapter in New York City. All the virtual people, we love you. We love you. We love you. Keep supporting us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I say we tired. Oh Lord, people tired. We want a change, we tired. Oh, yo. I say we tired, and we tired, and we tired, and we tired, and we can't do it again. I'm on, we tired, and we tired, and we tired, and we tired, and we can't do it again. So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward, forward, forward. How we going forward, forward, forward. Too long. Slice and mama guy. Too long. Empty promises in my eyes. Too long. You ignoring the people cries. Too long. All your days since 1995 and you don't do nothing. Only when election time coming. That's when poor people does get something. From all that bitch and passport is selling. Them actions they telling. All you feel that grenade and spegging. It's time to call off the winning. We don't need that this time it ain't working. Because we tired and we tired and we tired and we tired and we can't do it again. But people tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. The youths them tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. Grenadians tired and they tired and they tired and they tired and they can't take it again. So we moving forward, forward, forward. Move the country forward, forward, forward. With NDC forward, forward, forward. How we going forward, forward, forward. Time for all you to rest. We want a team that is young and fresh. We want to bring out the best. So it's time for all you to press. Pension have to restore. Public sovereignty permanent. Agriculture go grow. Career could go get government. Local and Dickon in south. Caring and Queens in the west. And not up in the north. So when we going